name's Alastair Marke. I'm the Director General of the Blockchain and Climate Institute in the UK. I think artificial intelligence can significantly contribute to climate finance by enhancing data analytics, improving risk assessment, and optimizing investment strategies for various stakeholders in the finance market. AI can process vast amounts of environmental data to identify trends and predict climate-related risk, helping financial institutions or any investors make informed investment decisions. I'd like to give you some examples on environmental data. In Africa, if we are to deploy AI for climate finance disbursement, monitoring and reporting, AI should be able to analyze various environmental data such as data on temperature, rainfall, wind speed and humidity, air quality data, water quality data, biodiversity data such as the information on species populations and ecosystem health, or even data on the land use like deforestation, urbanization, and agricultural practices. The most important data here I would like to talk about is that on the usage of renewable and non-renewable energy sources. That's what I call energy consumption data. And these data could be effectively analyzed by the use of artificial intelligence in order to provide parameter and also various benchmarks against which to monitor the effectiveness of various climate investment projects financed by various financing instruments like green bonds, etc. And in Kenya, for example, if I'm not mistaken, the Green Climate Fund has allocated recently $500 million to support some renewable energy projects in the country, helping them reduce carbon emission and improve energy access, even potentially link them into the carbon offset market internationally. In this regard, AI can further optimize these renewable energy investment projects by analyzing energy consumption patterns and predicting maintenance needs for solar panels and wind turbines. And at COP29 here in Baku, we learned that negotiators worked very hard to establish a new collective quantified goal, NCQG, for climate finance. Aiming to mobilize billions or even trillions of dollars annually by 2030 to support climate action in vulnerable nations, particularly those in Africa. However, AI can play a crucial role in efficiently allocating these funds and ensuring the transparency of financial flow monitoring, reporting, and even verification. But here I would like to iterate that AI or any other complementary digital technologies such as blockchain or distributed ledgers, Internet of Things, etc., are only an enabler or a means to help achieve the ends of boosting climate finance. The objective of any project shouldn't be the utilization of AI. So I hope that we can make it clear here. Imagine that a renewable energy company called XYZ plans to issue a green bond in collaboration with certain investment banks in Africa in order to finance the construction of some new solar or wind farm. So in this case, this company and the investment bank, in this case, can use AI to analyze the energy production and energy consumption data related to this solar or wind farm. They can also use AI to analyze the market trends and financial risk to boost the effectiveness of data analysis and the risk assessment for these investment projects. And these AI algorithms can ensure that this green bond issuance could comply better with some ISO standards such as ISO 14030 on green bonds, which is green bond standard on ISO level, which provide guidelines for designating bonds as green, managing proceeds, and reporting on environmental impacts. What's more, AI can predict investor behavior and market conditions. We know that AI can time their bond issuance effectively to attract a broader investment base than before. And last but not least, I would also suggest that AI can automate the tracking of green bonds proceeds, ensuring that funds are allocated and used as intended, and the real-time monitoring of project progress and impact could be facilitated by different types of AI system, which in turn will increase the credibility of those projects and hence the confidence of the investors in the markets. Yeah, I believe that AI can play a crucial role in helping African countries find a place in the carbon market in the context of the Paris Agreement, particularly after COP29 here. AI can process large data sets to identify potential carbon offset markets, assess their viability, and predict even their environmental impacts. This helps African countries identify and prioritize projects that can generate carbon credits. Such enhanced data analysis could be the first game changer that AI could bring to the carbon market for Africa. Another aspect I would like to mention here is the ability of AI to monitor and verify carbon market project performance. AI-driven system can monitor and verify the progress of carbon offset projects in real time, ensuring that they meet the required standards and generate a valid carbon credits. This enhances transparency and the trust in the carbon markets. What is more obvious is that AI could play the role of predictive and analytics in that it can analyze market trends and predict future demand for carbon credits, helping African countries strategically plan their carbon offset projects, strategies, and maximize their value from the carbon markets too. And of course, we understand that it's essential for every country to benefit from very systematic capacity building for governments and industry stakeholders to ensure that AI is deployed to facilitate the carbon market in Africa effectively and unfairly for everyone. At COP29 here, as of today, as per my understanding, the outcomes of Article 6 negotiations here has been quite encouraging because it has established international carbon market standards designed to facilitate the trading of carbon markets and direct resources to developing countries. And these standards focus on transparency and accountability, environmental integrity, and even the provision of sufficient support for developing countries, especially those in Africa, in order to help them participate in the post-Paris Agreement carbon market in a effective and equitable manner. So I personally, I believe in the massive potential of AI in yielding a level playing field for all countries, regardless of whether they're in Annex 1 or non-Annex 1 of the UNFCCC here. Technologies would be the hope, if not silver lining, but at least would be the hope for a more effective equitable, and sustainable carbon market.